Tonight, history is made. The carbon tax is gone. But when will we start to see the government's promised savings? The alarming rise in assaults on paramedics. Now the calls for more to be done to protect our frontline heroes. A huge development proposal to change Sydney's urban wasteland into a cultural landmark. And Magnussen and McAvoy, unlikely Commonwealth Games rivals, our swim team has put Olympic disappointment behind them. They are ready for Glasgow.
This is 10 Eyewitness News with Hugh Remington.
Good evening. First tonight, after years of debate through the wreckage of 2 prime ministerships and countless other political careers, the carbon tax is tonight finally dead. The Senate voted it down, but there is confusion about what might happen next. A Palmer Party senator claims the government has given a secret guarantee to support a new emissions trading scheme. Well, Paul Bongiorno joins us now from Canberra. Does that sound like the sort of thing that Tony Abbott would have done?
Well, Hugh, the Prime Minister today made it pretty clear that he wants the Senate to pass his direct action plan that would bolster his claim that he's actually serious about climate change. Now, Clive Palmer last week made a conditional his support for direct action. The Prime Minister, the government, backing his ETS, one that you put on the shelf and bring down when you need it. Now, it could well be that JACQUI LAMBIE has jumped the gun, let the cat out of the bag a day or two or maybe a week or two early. As the inevitable end drew nigh, the most passionate author of the carbon tax let fly.
You are voting against the best interests of the nation.
The sceptics unconvinced global warming is even happening.
In Brisbane on Saturday morning, we had the coldest day in 113 years.
Only Labor and the Greens backed keeping the price on carbon pollution.
The Clean Energy Legislation, Carbon Tax Repeal Bill and 7 related bills have passed.
Clean Energy Legislation, Carbon Tax.
Australia's biggest business organisation cheering.
This will give business confidence to invest, to employ, and it'll flow onto the consumer as well.
But at least one Palmer senator believes the Abbott government will back its plan to keep an emissions trading scheme ready to go if the world moves.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Senator Lambie says it'll be voted on after the winter break.
Well, it is an ironclad guarantee, but, you know, we've seen many lies already produced out of the Abbott-led government.
The Prime Minister not ruling it out completely.
Never, ever doing anything which is going to put our country, our businesses, our workers, our families at an unfair disadvantage.
The Prime Minister's answer fits in with Clive Palmer's conditions for activating an emissions trading scheme. But Mr Abbott's office insists there is no cast iron guarantee. And I'm told the negotiations haven't included Senator Lambie. Tony Abbott's victory today has far from buried the issue of a price on carbon.
We will be backing in an emissions trading scheme.
It's time to accept that the Australian people don't want a carbon tax.
Labor says they want genuine action on climate change. The Senate is still to repeal the mining tax. It's sitting until 11 o'clock tonight, and if it doesn't get its work done, it'll come back tomorrow.
Much more ahead. Paul Bongiorno in Canberra. Thank you. Well, the people who one day we might need to save our lives are increasingly coming under physical attack. New figures show assaults on paramedics have risen by more than a third in just the last year. Tougher deterrents seem to have done little, as Kimberly Sokov reveals in this exclusive report.
The heroes we